Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this video, which is going to be an Extreme Rules preview show. I'm joined today by Tim.
Hey, what's up guys?
That's Tim. I am Mudlup. This is a thing. We're the Dons of Gaming. Check out our YouTube channel. It'll be in the description box. Forgot what it was called for a second there. But anyway, we have 6 whole matches to go through.
6 of the best matches you'll ever see in your life.
For what could be a 3-4 hour show.
Yeah.
So, I don't see any of these matches really going that long. So let's go over the first match. We have Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship.
For the 3rd time.
For the 3rd time. And I complained about this during the Raw review. Because, to me, you can't really have Neville lose here.
I mean, you can. Like, okay, so the way their formula normally works is he should have lost already.
He should have lost already.
But he hasn't. But they keep throwing Austin Aries back at him like he's gonna win.
Now, personally, okay, I feel pretty confident that this match is Neville's to win. What are your thoughts?
I would also like to think that this is Neville's to win because, like, they want him to have the belt for some reason.
My concern, though, is if Aries wins, we have to have a rematch. At which point we'll be on match 4, they'll be tied. Which means we have to go to a 5th match, which will be SummerSlam.
So say Aries wins, and then, who is it? Is R-Truth?
R-Truth?
Wait, who's the guy, the millennial?
TJP?
TJP.
R-Truth.
Sorry. Sometimes I mix them up.
It's all good.
But okay, say Aries wins, and they give it to TJP.
TJP was the first Cruiserweight champion, though.
Oh, what?
So,
that's fucking dumb.
My counter-argument to this, because the question is, if you're going to have Neville retain, you have to have somebody from the fight. Which, as you bring up, Aries can fight with TJP right away. They've been hinting at that. Don't want to see that as the title feud, though.
If Neville retains, maybe TJP will turn on him.
Let's hope not. Because then he would have just turned twice for no reason.
Let's hope so. Then he'll be the ultimate heel. He'll be like, I know you took me under your wing, but fuck you, guy.
But speaking of taking you under their wing, okay, we could have Akira Tozawa win #1 contendership.
I have no idea who that is.
He is I want to say he's Japanese, and his whole thing is he goes, ah! His gimmick is really stupid.
That can't be any worse than 10, 10, 10.
All the dislikes we're gonna get for that.
I'm sorry, but that's fucking dumb.
But anyway, we both agree that Neville's pretty much gonna win this, right?
Yeah, I say Neville has this.
I mean, yeah. So next, that was a submission match, by the way.
Submission?
I don't think it affects the outcome at all. Now, the next match, I do think the stipulation will affect the outcome. We have Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for Dean Ambrose's IC title, and the stipulation is if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he loses his title. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I personally would love to see The Miz win because I hate Dean Ambrose. He is like one of the shittiest wrestlers ever.
Okay, you gotta watch yourself, man.
Sorry, guys.
He is not your cup of tea.
I'm sorry. And what kind of move is like you dip through the ropes and then you toss yourself back at him? Like,
even that wouldn't be that bad if you didn't do it every single night. Because once you've seen it like 4 or 5 nights in a row, you should know to expect it.
And like sometimes twice in a match. Like,
it just, yeah, he's really bad with that. Now, my thought is that Maurice can come in the ring and hit The Miz, and Miz will technically win the title. So Dean Ambrose won't be hurt by this loss, and Miz will get the IC title back, and I don't know. Actually, scratch this. I think Dean Ambrose is going to win. Because every step along the way, I've picked against Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose always retains.
That's true.
So I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose.
I'm still saying The Miz, because my heart wants The Miz to win.
My heart wants The Miz to win as well, but my heart is wrong a lot.
I mean, last time we were doing our predictions, I picked from the heart, and I got my first 4 matches right. What, I got like second place, tied?
Yeah, it was a big tie, though. So next, we have the Hardys defending their tag team titles against Cesaro and Sheamus in a lovely steel cage match. And they have announced that you can win via pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. Who do you think is going to win? And why?
Okay, so this is like a really kind of like up in the air thing.
Yeah.
Like I think it was cool that they brought the Hardys back, but like for the WrestleMania, but them winning like the titles, why would you do that? They're old. I want to see them lose, just like I want to see Dean Ambrose lose, but but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like Sheamus, he's my boy, but like I hate to say it, but I think the Hardys are gonna retain again.
Oh, okay, because when I look at this match, I think the Hardys have this, right? But there's a few qualms with that. Okay, for one, the Hardys have literally won every single step of the way so far. They fought Cesaro and Sheamus already. They beat them. Are we going to see another Neville Aries storyline? No, I hope not. I also, the rumor is that at some point Matt Hardy is going to be broken, which I don't get why you would even want that anyway. But for that to happen, they have to lose something.
See, the broken Matt Hardy should be like, he falls off the cage and breaks his leg. Boom. Broken.
Ouch. Ouch. So, even though I don't want to see the tag titles change hands again, which is what we're probably going to end up seeing anyway.
I want to see them out of the hands of the Hardy Boys.
I want to see them out of the hands of the Hardy Boys as well.
I want to see the Hardy Boys just go and retire. Like, yeah, it was cool to watch them do a flip off a ladder and like onto other ladders with Sheamus and Cesaro on there, but like.
But I think we're at this point where the nostalgia pop is running off on the viewers at home.
I loved the Hardys when I was watching wrestling back then. Like, how old was I? Like 10, 11?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
It's done now, guys. Stop beating a dead horse.
So hopefully Cesaro and Sheamus win this, because if not, their heel turn looks retarded.
Yeah.
Just generally, because even though they've smashed the entire tag team division, they haven't won anything that matters.
That's nice. I like watching them do that.
It was okay, I guess. So next up, we have a tag team match, and I'm presenting it this way because Tim is going to seem like an idiot. So this match is Noam Dar and Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks and Rich Swann.
All right, so I know Sasha Banks and I know Alicia Fox. Who the fuck is Noam Dar?
Okay. Well, when I was typing the matches up, because I have it on my phone.
And Swann? Who? What?
He asked me, who is that girl Dar? This is a mixed tag match.
I thought, oh.
Noam Dar is one of the cruiserweights. You've just never seen him because he doesn't matter.
And I don't really watch the cruiserweight stuff. Like
exactly, because he's a cruiserweight and he doesn't matter. So I'm going to brief you on the storyline really fast.
Gotcha.
So about a month ago, they had Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox on Raw for no reason really. Okay, whatever. Sasha Banks wins. About what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Then the next week we get a rematch because apparently, like, Alicia Fox had her shoulders up or some dumb shit. Who cares? Alicia Fox has been a jobber for years now. So, whatever.
Yeah.
She wins. Alicia Fox upsets the world, beats Sasha Banks.
Good job.
Even weirder, she hits a scissors kick and then just kind of sits there for a couple seconds before going for the cover, which was weird, made it seem like she was going to lose.
You got to taunt, you know, get you. You're like, I
she
can't
wasn't
believe
taunting, she was just sitting there.
Oh.
So, then the week after that, they had a third match, and at which point Sasha Banks got her win back. Now, Noam Dar has been with Alicia Fox on and off for like half a year now, okay? Originally, she was with Cedric Alexander, another one of the cruiserweights. The storyline is way too convoluted, isn't it?
It is. I guess they added to make them a little more interesting.
I don't think this match matters.
This seems like kind of like a placeholder match to
it does.
Take some time.
Because realistically, you need something for some of the cruiserweights to do. You need something for some of the women to do that aren't in the title programs.
Yeah.
So this is what we've gotten.
And
so
it sucks.
Realistically, this could be the piss break match, which is kind of sad if you think about it.
I mean,
so which team do you think is going to win this? The faces or the heels?
Fuck. I'm gonna give it to Banks and Swann.
Okay, just to be different, I'm gonna go with the heels.
Okay.
Because right now the record is like 1 for the heels, 2 for the faces. So if we're gonna continue this for no stupid reason, then let's have the heels win. Right. So we can get a rubber match, hopefully. So next, we have Alexa Bliss defending her women's championship against Bayley.
Okay.
In a kendo stick on a pole match.
What the fuck is a kendo stick on a pole match?
Okay, so there's going to be this pole on the corner, okay? Mm-hmm. Now they have the turnbuckles, it's going to be extended off of there.
And there's a kendo stick on top.
There's a kendo stick on there.
Okay.
Now the person who gets it can now use it as a weapon.
Or get it taken from them by the other person and have it used against them.
Yes, in theory. Now, the storyline building to this match has been, will Bayley use a weapon? Which, whenever that's the storyline, then the logical conclusion is, yes, she uses the weapon.
Has this happened before? I mean, not the kendo stick on a pole match, but has she
not
used
with
a weapon?
This. I can't think of a single time she has.
I want to see her take one of the inflatable Bayley buddies and just BOW!
And strangle somebody with it?
Well, I mean, like, take the big metal thing that they come in and just hit somebody with them.
Okay, so who do you think is going to win this match? Bliss is champion. She just won it last month.
Yeah.
My mindset is, why would she lose it already?
I'm thinking Bliss is going to retain.
That's also what I'm thinking.
I want Bayley to win.
I don't.
Really?
Because this is fine the way it's set up, but in theory, what you can do is you can have Bliss win, okay? But you can have her win even though Bayley uses the kendo stick.
See, I want it to be like Bliss wins because Bayley doesn't use the kendo stick.
And then that's fine as well. But then at this point, the storyline has a logical conclusion. You can kind of push Bayley out of this feud, and then say the Sasha Banks Alicia Fox feud is finally over. You can insert Sasha into Bayley's spot and have Sasha versus Alexa.
I don't like Sasha Banks, so like.
But they have an option.
That's true.
They have an out. And as long as they have an out, then sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see this belt hot potato. And we saw this last year. So why are we going to see it again this year?
Because they like to repeat stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Neville and Harry's. My God.
Yeah.
To see this match again, I don't know what I'll do.
So there's only one more match confirmed, but I figure we might be seeing an R-Truth versus Goldust match. Now, they recently broke up, like 2 weeks ago.
After they lost that match?
It was
for the tag
week
titles?
after they lost that match for #1 contendership for the tag titles.
Right.
Okay. And they haven't been in the ring together since. Now, logic would kind of dictate, this was actually 3 weeks ago, I think, that they have to have a match. And we have no pre-show match officially announced. So I would assume that this would be there.
I mean, I guess it'd be
you
a good
only
pre-show
have
match.
6 matches on the card.
Yeah.
So at which point, who wins?
Not the fans.
Better question, who loses? All of us.
That's true.
Realistically.
Especially Goldust.
That's a fair point, because that's what I was about to get to. Okay, I think we're at about the point where Goldust retires. Okay.
I think you might be right. I mean,
I don't say that to be mean, but
I've been watching Goldust get its ass kicked for like 10 years.
Just realistically, there isn't much more he can do. I mean, the fact they're actually giving him video packages again implies they think there's something he can do, but then the question becomes, what? Is he going to win the IC title? Is he going to be in feuds that nobody cares about in the mid-card? Raw barely has a mid-card anymore, so...
He's like the only mid-card left. Maybe they're trying to get rid of the mid-cards and they're trying to make him retire.
Okay, so who do you think wins this, in seriousness? I'm gonna go with the opposite of whoever you pick.
Are you sure you're gonna do that? He's gonna pick R-Truth.
Okay, I'll go with Goldust.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the match finally that everybody actually cares about.
Well, to be fair, there's only 2 people in this match worth even giving a shit about.
Obviously, we're referring to the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way match, which on paper should be a really entertaining match.
Right? Except for Bray Wyatt. I mean, it should be great.
Even as you look down the card, there really aren't any matches where there's no rules.
And Samoa Joe.
So, we got Roman Reigns, we got Seth Rollins, we got Finn Balor, we got Samoa Joe, and we got Bray Wyatt. Okay. Before we say who we think is going to win, who do you not want to win? We'll start
Joe,
like that.
Wyatt, or Balor.
Okay.
Okay. So, for a few particular reasons, Samoa Joe, I feel like, should be like the first person eliminated.
Well, okay. I'm sorry to cut you off. There are no eliminations. The way they've been explaining it is it's single fall.
Single fall?
So, say Samoa Joe knocks Roman Reigns out. Well, okay, he ain't pinning Roman Reigns. Say he knocks out Finn Balor and pins him, he wins. Match is over.
No.
And then Samoa Joe gets to take on Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire.
I hate Samoa Joe. He just shows up out of nowhere all the time. Like, and who the fuck? I've never seen him wrestle anyone. Why is he a big deal? Like, aside from Seth Rollins, like, he's like, oh man, Seth Rollins is kicking Triple H's ass. Let me show up and, you know, try and stop him. Oh, Seth Rollins is doing this again. Let me show up, try and stop him. Oh, what was it? It was Kevin Owens and
Sami
Zayn. And Samoa Joe just shows up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is he even doing here for? Like, he's not...
So I had made this point on the Raw review, and I'm going to make it again just because it kind of fits here. Samoa Joe, since his main roster debut in February, okay, for one, he hasn't done shit, really.
Just pop up.
He just kind of shows up, but he keeps making alliances with people, and then the alliances never actually happen. So when he first debuted, he was helping Triple H. Well, then Triple H just kind of vanished. Okay, then he's going to help Kevin Owens. Well, Kevin Owens is on SmackDown now. That never materialized. They were just a tag team on Raw a few weeks in a row. Whoop-de-doo.
It's just like he's running around trying to chase something that's not going to happen.
He's like,
he's a
hey,
big man. He can't run.
I'll be buddies with Bray Wyatt. And then Bray Wyatt attacks him. So it's like Samoa Joe, for one, he doesn't belong here. He hasn't won anything relevant. He doesn't feel like a big deal. If you don't watch NXT, if you never watch TNA, he's just there. A lot of weeks he comes out, the crowd doesn't really react to him at all.
He shows up during the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match and nobody even cares. But then, boom, Chris Jericho's music plays and everyone's like, oh my god, Chris Jericho! And they completely forget that Samoa Joe is even a thing.
Yeah, which is my end point, that Samoa Joe can't win this.
No.
For those reasons, but he's also a heel, and no matter what people say, because they keep implying that Brock Lesnar is above face and heel, he's not.
He's a heel.
He's been a heel since, like, last SummerSlam-ish.
He's a heel with the face of the face.
So
it's weird.
Samoa Joe, I think we can both agree, he has zero chance of winning this.
I really hope. I
hope as well.
Please.
So, then you said you don't want, let's go with Bray Wyatt next.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Why do you not want Bray Wyatt to win this?
As a wrestler, he's so lame to watch. Every Bray Wyatt match I've seen, I'm like, oh man, I really hope he loses. He sucks ass when he's wrestling against RKO. Honestly, I don't think Bray Wyatt does a lot of anything. Match. Like, he'll hit him a couple times, hit him with a Sister Abigail.
That running, throws himself into him spot. Looks really dumb. But the reason people have been giving for Bray Wyatt winning this match is that, for one, they hinted at this feud at the last Royal Rumble. Not 2017, 2016. And then they didn't go with that. They went with Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. Haha. So, people argue that, for one, we never had this feud.
Because it doesn't need to happen.
Two, it would kind of be something we haven't seen yet.
But
aside from Brock Lesnar Taker, he never has really fought anybody who is more of a supernatural character.
Yeah,
so there'll at least be something. My qualms with that Brock Lesnar as a character shouldn't sell for things like that. No matter how much I hate Brock Lesnar, I mean, I love Brock Lesnar, he's my favorite superstar of all time, but no matter how much I love him, he shouldn't be reacting to Bray Wyatt's spider walk.
No, the Bray Wyatt spider walk thing is so dumb.
Not to mention, Bray Wyatt has lost just about every match that mattered. If you go back and you look, okay, he has only won one match that mattered.
And was that the House of Horrors one?
No, I don't consider that a win. Okay, he also, he did win that. But even then, the only match he's won that anybody cared about was Elimination Chamber this year.
Oh, yeah.
And then remember, okay, he lost the Royal Rumble. He's lost at every WrestleMania he's been at. I want to say, aside from beating Kane one year, he's lost at every SummerSlam he's been at. He's lost everything. So,
As it
fuck
should
Bray
be.
Wyatt. He does not deserve to be in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
He doesn't sell well as a wrestler. Like, I just don't like him.
Yeah.
I really don't.
So, now we're going to move on to the thing people are going to hate us for. Why do you not want Finn Balor to win?
Man, okay. I don't know why Finn Balor is such a big deal to some people. I don't find him entertaining to watch. Like, and I guess it's nothing personal against him. Like, his theme music's kind of cool. His his whole look is like, it's alright. He looks kind of like he fits in with like the Dean Ambrose, like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns kind of deal. But at the same time, like when I watch his matches, I find myself kind of just staring around the room at other stuff. I'm like, yeah, that picture frame's pretty cool looking, but like, you know, who cares what Finn Balor's doing?
Yeah. So, when we talk about Finn Balor, the thing that sticks in my mind is basically whoever wins this is going to lose to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That's what they're fighting for, is a chance to lose against Brock Lesnar.
Honestly, I feel like those three, if they go to fight Brock Lesnar, are gonna lose. At least Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns stand a chance. They stand a chance.
Oh, okay, I can see your argument, but Finn Balor doesn't feel like he would beat Brock Lesnar anyway.
I feel like he would die.
They have like a 100-pound weight difference between them, and frankly, I don't want to see Finn Balor get suplexed 100 times.
Yeah, me either.
I don't want to see Brock Lesnar having to be in the correct spot so he can get that stupid kick to the face.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I don't want to see Finn Balor do like 6 drop kicks trying to get Brock Lesnar in the corner for a move that doesn't look good anyway.
And there has to be a wrestler in this match to at least make Brock Lesnar look good, because he can't wrestle. You saw the Goldberg match. I mean, I love Goldberg, but he can't do anything but spears and jackhammers. And what was that whole match? Spears and jackhammers and suplexes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Like, Brock Lesnar can't wrestle. I'm sorry. Come at me, Paul Heyman.
So, the only argument I can make for Finn Balor winning this is that, remember a few weeks ago on Raw when Finn Balor was out there and Paul Heyman came out? And basically, Paul Heyman just kept saying how he was the only one who could beat Brock Lesnar. He's the closest thing to competition Brock Lesnar has. For one, that makes no sense because Roman Reigns had Brock Lesnar on the ropes. So, I mean, that argument makes literally no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the argument could be made that, unfortunately, we might see Paul Heyman abandoning Brock Lesnar and siding with Finn Balor.
I mean, okay, I personally would kind of like that turn, just to get Brock Lesnar out of there, because, like, although I don't like Finn Balor, he wrestles better than Brock Lesnar, just not much better.
Yeah.
But who knows, under Paul Heyman's wing, he could turn into a shittier person.
But what I have noticed is that the more I ignore wrestling fans, the more I do start to like Finn Balor. But I just can't get over his fans being such self-entitled pricks who think he's the greatest thing ever.
Was it the Balor Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then let's go to, do you want to do Seth Rollins first or Roman Reigns?
Well, we'll do Seth Rollins first.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. You want me to go first or do you want to go first?
You go first, you go first.
Okay, so Seth Rollins winning this makes the most sense. Okay, if I was booking this on paper, it would be Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, if he's getting a decent reaction, which we know he isn't going to get. And then after that, it doesn't really matter. Maybe Finn Balor at 3, the other 2 don't exist at this point.
Yeah.
So, Seth Rollins winning this, he is the most established guy in this match. Samoa Joe really shouldn't be taking another big-time loss. Bray Wyatt shouldn't be either. Finn Balor, frankly, he shouldn't be doing that. Roman Reigns, to a lesser extent, if he loses to Brock Lesnar, then him beating Undertaker at WrestleMania just kind of looks silly. All of it looks silly. Seth Rollins losing to Brock Lesnar, for one, this was a feud we never actually saw hit its finish. Because back when Seth Rollins won the title, he cashed in his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31 when Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar were having a match. So when they were finally about to have their match, The Undertaker came back, cost Brock Lesnar the match. So we've never officially seen this feud reach its conclusion.
I suppose you're right.
Also, Seth Rollins, again, is the most safe guy to do this. Okay, he isn't going to hurt Brock Lesnar realistically. He's only injured like 2 people his entire time. Okay, also, we are okay with Seth Rollins losing this match.
Right, like...
He is clearly the face.
I love Seth Rollins. Like, probably one of my favorite wrestlers that they have on their roster. And seeing him lose to Brock Lesnar, yeah, it would suck. I mean, I want to see him win, but, you know, at least somebody of merit, someone worth going to this match is going to the match. I mean, and he wrestles well. He'll make Brock Lesnar look better.
He'll try.
He'll try. He will certainly try. But the rest of them just don't fit in there. Like, Samoa Joe has no place wrestling him. Finn Balor, I mean, yeah, whatever. To fit the whole Paul Heyman story, that'd be interesting, I guess, to say the least. And just Bray Wyatt should retire.
Savage.
And honestly, I said we should do Seth Rollins before Roman Reigns, because I feel like Roman Reigns is the only person who has a shot at this. Like,
of winning this match or beating Brock Lesnar?
Both. Well, beating Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins has a chance of winning this match, but I don't know if he has a chance of beating Brock Lesnar.
Okay, so let's segue into Roman Reigns. Why do you feel that way?
Roman Reigns has buried, like, everybody. Just like Brock Lesnar. And fans give the same reaction for both of them. Booing and then cheering at just massive volumes. Like, it's the same reaction. But Roman Reigns has a better overall character. He's more interesting. He talks. He kind of wrestles well.
He wrestles better.
Like, compared to Brock Lesnar, yeah, a drastically better wrestler. Compared to Seth Rollins, I say just under. But, I mean, I like Seth Rollins, so it's kind of biased. And
well, Seth Rollins is really good at making each of his matches feel different.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns hasn't quite gotten to that point yet.
He needs to find something other than the Superman punch.
He's got the spear, man.
And everyone does the spear. Let's
not
be
that
real.
bad right now.
Triple H speared Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania, so... like,
he spears her all the time. But anyway, so I think Roman Reigns winning this is the most entertaining answer. Okay, because if Roman Reigns wins this, and then he takes on Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire...
Balls of Fire.
And he loses, then we can actually have a redemption storyline. They hinted at this with John Cena after Cena lost to The Rock at WrestleMania 28, and they never did it.
Quick question. Whatever happened to Braun Strowman?
He is currently injured right now.
Cool. Right.
Like, according to storyline, he's out for 6 months. The rumor is that it's only like 6 to 8 weeks, though.
Yeah.
So, and then that's a fair point, though, because if Reigns wins this, he can lose the match because of Braun interfering.
That's true. Oh, fuck.
Or, if you really wanted to be weird and completely throw everybody off, you could have Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar to side with Roman Reigns and make him a heel.
Okay, hold on. Honestly, I would love to see that. I would love to see that, because Brock Lesnar's going to leave soon, isn't he?
I think he's signed until this year's WrestleMania.
So, like, he's got to get rid of his self. Pretty much.
Yeah.
He just has to go.
And if you have Reigns take the belt off for one, then you have a big match for SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. It'll kind of be their rubber match, because it'll be their third match on pay-per-view. It will sell tickets to SummerSlam. Sorry, guys, I know you hate Roman Reigns, but it will.
And who knows, maybe if he beats Brock Lesnar and takes the belt, people start to actually like him more.
They won't. But that's the thing, though. If we officially turn Reigns heel, which is what they should have done at WrestleMania, but we're not talking about that.
Maybe Reigns turns Paul Heyman face.
That would... I'm just picturing this horrible dynamic. Paul Heyman comes out, crowd cheers for him, they're like, yay! And then Roman Reigns comes out and the crowd boos. But CM Punk... Why did I say CM Punk? Paul Heyman only helps people who are already stars. Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and everybody else he hasn't helped. I'm sorry, but... Oh, and the RVD, he helped. But going back as far as, like, 2003, there's not a single other person he's helped.
I mean, like...
Cesaro was worse off, Axel was worse off, Ryback was worse off.
He's got stars on the table right there. Reigns and Rollins, both really good superstars.
But I don't think they would turn Rollins heel yet. Reigns as a heel would solve everything.
It makes more sense. It really does.
So, final verdict. Who do you think is going to win?
Finn Balor. Thought about it a lot during this, and I'm like, you know what? They're probably just gonna fuck everybody. So Finn Balor.
Wouldn't
I'm throwing it there.
Fuck everybody answer be Samoa Joe?
Well, no, because then you're not fucking Samoa Joe. Because they're throwing Finn
Samoa
Balor.
Joe might not get injured in the match.
Right? They're throwing Finn Balor a bone, and then when he gets to the big dog, they just gotta kick him and take it away. And then you're fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Except Brock Lesnar. Because no one wants to fuck Brock Lesnar. He'll rip your arms off.
True. So my pick for winning this match is Roman Reigns. And the reasoning behind Roman Reigns, obviously, is that he has the best storyline to come out of this. But also, never bet against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, you're right.
As wrestling fans, you all need to understand that.
What I would love to see is Seth Rollins go. Like, my heart's like, pick Seth Rollins. But my mind's like, what are they gonna do? They're
gonna do the worst possible outcome. Mm-hmm. And for most people, that's Roman Reigns. So, we pretty much have the bases covered there. The worst possible outcomes. Yeah. We got them.
Yeah. So, say something good happens. We'll be like, hell yeah, that's fantastic. But
what is the good outcome?
Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar. Takes the belt. It's a good outcome.
Even that, I mean, we've seen this before.
We have.
It just, there is no good outcome.
Gotta hope for change. Pray for the future.
Okay, let's do that. So, you got anything else to add before we close this up real fast?
Yeah, Paul Heyman needs to retire.
Let's go, Roman!